Welcome to Courtship Academy. My name is Christine Vidal-Wachuku, and I'm the founder of Courtship Academy. Today, we are going to be looking at parents' consent because I've had a lot of people talk about parental consent, maybe how important it is, and a lot of people are confused about it because they say that it is what makes a marriage successful. So today we're going to look at parents' consent. How important is it? And also, does it make the marriage successful? No one sets out to marry without their parents' consent. So that is one thing we have to get out of the way. No one. I've not seen any that sets out and say, okay, I'm going to get married without my parents' consent. No. Every son and daughter dreams of walking into marriage with their family's blessings, surrounded by love, by prayers, joy, dancing, eating, and drinking, and all the fanfare that goes with marriage. But sometimes that blessing never comes. The parents never give their consent. And it's not because the person is wrong, but because of selfish motives of parents. And that includes tribal or denominational issues, stereotypes that they have, pride, maybe social status of the person involved. I've seen it happen too many times. People choosing partners they don't truly love just to please their parents. So many times it has happened. Don't get me wrong. Parental consent is good. It's needed. Everybody wants it. It's honorable. But let's be honest, it's not the glue that holds a marriage together, because that's what I've heard people say. That's the glue you need to hold your marriage together. It's not. Compatibility is what holds your marriage together. Many had their parents' full blessings and still ended up in pain, abuse, or divorce. So it doesn't guarantee anything. Some are struggling right now, wishing they had stood firm, wishing they had listened to that quiet conviction in their hearts at the first time they brought somebody, instead of the pressure that was put on them by parents. Yes, I know, because it happened in my own family. So one of my sisters had our parents' full consent. There was fanfare, dancing, celebrations. It was one of the largest gatherings of all the weddings in our home, yet the marriage didn't survive. Meanwhile, I married without my parents' consent. And 38 years later, here I am. I have no regrets whatsoever. I'm yet to see the bad that was supposed to befall me for marrying an Igbo man. That was the objection. Oh, he's Igbo. Igbos are not good. We will not want to have an Igbo in-law. But I went ahead after much, trying to persuade them and prayers. Our home has stood firm, not because we had everyone's approval. No, but because we chose to live by God's timeless principles for a 100-100 marriage. Yes, I don't believe that marriage is 50-50. No, it's a 100-100 proposition, and that is how we've run our own home. So yes, consent is valuable, but it's not a divine guarantee for success in marriage. All right, parents, let's talk. It's time we put aside our own self-interest and start considering the true welfare of our children. Let's put aside ourselves. I'm a parent myself. It's wrong to withhold consent for reasons that are purely self-serving, like coming up with issues like they are not from our village, and so they don't attend our church. They don't have the right job or the last name, right? They are not coming from one of those big families or wealthy families. They don't have the right job, as I said, or the last name. Yes, guide your children is important. Warn them if you see red flags. That's good. That's why you're a parent. But don't intimidate them into submission. No. Guidance is love. Control is fear. That's what you're trying to do. By trying to say, no, I'm not giving consent, you're trying to control them indirectly. And please, let's stop weaponizing scriptures. The Bible says, he who finds a wife finds a good thing. It doesn't say he whose parents find a wife for him. It doesn't. So it's the person's choice, really. You can do the guidance to just say, oh, did you see this? Did you notice this and all that? And yes, we love to say a child cannot see what an elder sees, even from the top of a tree. But my question is this. Have you truly seen something harmful in that tribe? Have you experienced anything harmful in that tribe you're saying no to? Or are you judging from one or two stories you heard in passing? Somebody, your neighbor or your friend or another parent told you a story. Is that what you're basing all this on? There are people who marry from their own village, go, and cry themselves to sleep every night because they realized it was a big mistake they made. The fact that you are a parent doesn't automatically make every opinion of yours wise, right? Not if you refuse to broaden your perspective, because that's how wisdom comes. You can't just be narrow-minded and feel whatever you're saying is wise because you're a parent. That's not wisdom. That's control disguised as care. Because you're the parent, so it's disguised as, oh, it's because I'm your parent and I care for you. It's not. It's not love. It's trying to live through your children's choices. Yes, that's what you're trying to do. And then we twist honor your father and mother to keep that control going. Yes, because it will make them afraid. Say, that's what the Bible says. But let's be real. Withholding consent on selfish grounds doesn't make you a wise parent. It makes you a tyrant in the name of love. Yes, that's what it does. The same control you used when your child was little, must it now stretch into choosing who they spend the rest of their lives with? Must it? Must it? As a parent, you have to know that there are times you will have to let go. There's a stage it will reach that you have to let go of them to make their own decisions, make their own mistakes, while you just guide them. How will marrying into that tribe you're saying no to ruin their home? How? How will not being from a wealthy family destroy their happiness? How? So you see that when you look at these questions and ask yourself these questions, you're just being self-serving. It's not really about the child. Some of you are holding outrageous, bride prices that drive away genuine partners. You say, oh, it's the culture. But what about conscience? What about your child's peace of mind? How fair is it for you to be demanding such outrageous bride prices and giving them long list of things that they are to bring? And to those of you who gave consent to your child, but your children are now sobbing behind closed doors, trapped in painful marriages, what are you doing to ease their pain? What? Are you telling them to stay for the family's name? Like, oh, let shame not catch us, eh? Or for the money that the spouse is bringing, sending to you every month. So you make your child, your daughter, stay in there and suffer the consequences as long as you're catered for. Is that love? Is that love? We are in the 21st century, Biko. We are in the 21st century. Let's rise above limited thinking. Let's choose wisdom over tradition. Let's choose compassion over pride. Yes, true love deserves support, not sabotage. That's what you're doing. Consent, as I said, is important, but it's not what sustains a marriage. No, it's not. It's compatibility. It's obedience to God's design and the willingness to grow together through seasons that make a marriage last. Not your consent. It's not. And those are the things you should be telling your children, your daughters, all right? And not bringing your own self-serving principles. So parents, let's guide, not control. And children, let's honor, but also discern. Because in the end, it's not who approved your marriage that keeps it standing. It's who you become inside it.